use the scrubber on her?
I do.
Okay, good. Really does help with the growth. I'm not going to rinse this off of her yet. I'm going to let it sit on her for just a second, okay, before I rinse it off of her.
So I moved it for you right now.
Okay, great.
It's really.
Yeah, because she doesn't think she can walk out because I'm going to go make another bottle. Yep. Okay.
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. She's a good girl. Yeah. No. Oh, no. No. Okay. No, you're not needing. You see yourself. Recognize that dog. Oh, here it is. No chance.
Keep getting more tool and next. Bring it. Did I already bring it? The little green tool. Back there?
Oh, nope.
Is it
I just see the.
Here it is. It's in my pocket. I went ahead and took it off because it was going to restrict me. Okay, this tries super fast with my liver. I'm not quite ready. Test. What did you do? Turn the water off? So I'm hoping that top to bottom,
Yeah,
the product will be a little down there. The area is still a little bit wet.
we want to slow down on her tail. Her tail is getting really stiff.
Okay, you like it to leave the tail fluffy?
A little fluffy.
Okay,
All right.
we don't leave this, we'll leave it in, we'll just do a very light, just to reduce the shedding, but we won't thin it. You're thinking about walking out of here, and I'm saying no. All right. Yeah. And this just makes the hair really nice and slick, so it just comes out a lot easier when it's pulled. Lets it release from the other hairs it's held on to, making that nice, comfortable coat that she likes, kept her dry.
Only thing these tubs need,
Mm-hmm.
they need like a little, they have webbings that they put in the back of trucks.
Oh yeah.
A little something across.
So they don't realize that, so they don't have the idea that there's an open door. I see, I agree.
But I can't believe it because,
Huh?
I can't believe it
Yeah, it's okay, I'm pretty strong. I will feed bags at home, and So once I stop being able to weld the 50-pound feed bags, then I'm gonna have to consider different things. So.
Yeah, but she's 90. That's
Well, that's why I like that walk-in tub that I have at home. Hold on. It's holding on there. Sorry.
That's all right. I'm seeing.
I went to pick it up. I really wasn't trying to squeeze it in.
No.
No, I think I just need more. I'm gonna go do another bottle of this.
I'm gonna wait. Oh my goodness. Nope. No chance. No chance.
Heavy. You see that?
Yeah.
Did you notice how I paused when it got more and then it was just pulled right through? Pulled all those hairs. Not really pulling her skin as much. So when I run into that tension area, it really allows the hairs to come out with what's less pulling on her.
Well, last time pressure was like, where all this hair? I mean, it was like I hadn't brushed her in weeks.
And you know, when you do the DeSHED on a dog, I'll go over her 3 or 4 times. And if you take her home, do the same thing, you'll still get hair. You will still get hair. So it's not. It's pretty amazing how the cooks grow. And what they, the function, they were there to keep their body insulated from everything. Heat, cold.
I just guessed maybe it was just that it got hot, but it's crazy.
Well, and it's more like wool. Like if you have any wool or linen clothing, you would think that it would be hot in the warm stuff. But because just like her hair, the wool will it self-regulates. It actually lets their body stay cool because it shields it almost like a shade from the heat. Having a hat on your head.
You got a hat everywhere, that's for sure.
And that's natural. You want to lay on your side, so you start getting your. Good girl. Good girl. Keeping you in shape, Mama. She stood up for me. I think she's starting to like it.
Straight at the door. She must be cool.
I do. I tell you what, I pay good money to get this scrubbed down.
I know.
There.
You're lucky that week because most groomers are just get out the clippers.
Yeah, if it's too bad, I'm not gonna torture the dog, but I'm just gonna work it a little bit from, if the mat's here, I'm just gonna keep until I can just, pull it out as much as I can. But there's a little area here where I probably need to do matting to it because I don't want to. This doesn't cut actually; it only pulls. So I don't particularly want to rip out a mat. We've got a little area here that I'm gonna have to get my mat tool so that it's better.
Is that something you normally get?
In my top drawer, if you want to dig around, it's like this except for it has really long knives hanging.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Okay.
And so that way it can cut through the mat instead of it's not pulling, it's cutting. Don't cut in your hand on anything.
Yeah, I will.
We're still dry in there.
Is this it?
Yep. Because that way you're actually cutting and not having to pull the skin when it's ripping. A different function. And honestly, they make these so dull. I'm going to take one of these to my scissor sharpener and be able to get it. Because I wish it was a lot more efficient and I didn't have to put even that much pressure. Because if I opened up one of my scissors and went through, it would just slide through like, I would just like with a hot knife through butter. So having this amount of tension is still less than that tool, but it's still necessary. But it's safety for consumers because they don't. If you think we're going to grab this and select, if we grab my scissors like that, you definitely cut your skin. So they have to do it for safety reasons. But I would like to just be able to pull this out and be more comfortable for the dog. So I'm going to ask for that. I'll sharpen on my blades on this. So that it, when I come to a mat, it will just slide through. I don't have any tension. There we go. I don't mind pulling some on here that's ready to come out. But I don't want to just pull the mat out because that's just a different skin. Yeah. What do you do? I had one of my poodle people stop by when I was doing a full service of this, because we're only just doing what we can do in an hour, but we were doing the full service of this. We go over the dog 4 times, rinse, restart, rinse, restart. And I had a poodle person stop by and she was looking in and she was like, oh, you just have to do it, just wash. And I was like, it's actually harder to do this dog. There's a lot more labor in this dog than there is.
Right. Yeah, I did that 3 more times.
So to know something about myself. A little alley on her back. Oh, maybe it's just a. It's a dark spot. She sat on it. From here, you can wear it right here. See it? I don't know what that is, but it's there. Not bothering her. There we go, Mama. Stand up for me. German Shepherd that I did the other day was kind of anxiety and scared. It's always scary when we have a new dog. Like, I feel like if she was uncomfortable or didn't like me, she'd communicate. She wouldn't feel like she has to attack me at this point because I don't think she's scared anymore. You're always, when you're doing this rigorous of a thing on a dog that you don't know and that is scared, it's a little bit like, yeah, I was thinking about it the whole time. Yes, exactly. Our owners were really grateful though. Coming back, so. I think these high pressure water on her or the high pressure liquor on her. So you've even got one up on her because I can use water on you. You don't seem to mind it.
Well, she likes the water.
Almost done that. And then this area we could go over 100 times.
Yeah.
Never. Just like. There is so much to come out though.
Yeah.
That's pretty good and healthy there. There's a couple of thick areas there, but we will leave them thick. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to face the other way.
No, it's the tail now. I'm just gonna, because I may not come back to the tail. You can literally squeeze water through it and yet it still feels dry.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to hit the whole tail. I just want to hit that blue spot. I think it's holding on the water here. Nobody likes their tail done.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And she doesn't try to step on it.
That's
You're
funny.
walking here down the hall, sticking out.
It's like, whatever.
I'm so sorry, she didn't cover the head.
Okay, we're gonna go to the other side. And you can hug that wall now. Hug that wall now. There we go. There we go. Start here. Same spot.
This is yours, isn't it?
That is. You're in once over on that. Don't want to do as good when they're this thick. They do a good job on pulling it out if you've got a lot of it loose already. This kind of hair, it's not as impressive. Short fur, this has a big good number on. This long coat. Go further. Stay right where you're at. Move my angle on my bone feet. could smell. Most of this I'm gonna wash out. But it'll still, it's a really heavy duty moisturizer. So she'll still feel a lot more silky after it. Like she's getting extra moisture treatment. But it just lets the hair get really slippery without having to be very oily.
Because then you have to wash.
Yeah, the oil, I mean, this will come out in one shampoo, where if you use an actual oil, I don't know what this is called. I think it's called a dry oil, where it like acts like an oil, but it's not.
You something in my hair, put on, it feels really oily, and then you just remove the shampoo off, and just rinse it off.
Yeah.
It takes it rinsing, but it comes out.
Yeah,
that's what leaves your hair being like so.
Yeah, that's what this one does. You are a little naked here. On your shoulders. What are you doing, Mama? On your shoulders.
Laying on your shoulders.
Yeah, I want them to be short than this. You did see me pour directly on the spot the liquid.
Right.
And it still looks dry. That is your hair. Something about also the hair being wet, you have a visual clue where the hair is still hanging out as well, so it does make it a little better too. You can, rather than just going in blind, you have to cover all the areas, but when you come back over areas that you've already gone over, you know where you need to, where to go back to, because it still looks thick. Like this area has been done, and this area you can tell has still got a lot of hair in it. Mm-hmm. So the wet gets a good visual as well.
So you guys taking any trips this summer?
I just got back from one, and it was my last. We went to Dolly World.
Oh, you said you were going.
And that's
for your daughter's birthday.
Yes, and you can contact Jessie. Would love to tell you all about it. It's her special birthday trip, and it was wonderful.
How fun.
And then she lives to tell people things. So that's awesome. Withholding it because I won't let her tell it. But then we also went to my daughter had a weekend just a couple weekends ago, the final celebration of her marriage, and we did a camping weekend at the old Boy Scout camp Jehoiah in Belton. Oh, we had all family and friends there. We stayed the whole weekend. It was just wonderful, and I just love, when you step back and look at your kids as adults.
I know, it's so fun.
It's just so wonderful, and I just love who she chooses to keep in her life. Like everyone there were just wonderful,
nice people.
Yes, and it was a reflection of our family and who was there. I didn't make the guest list; she did. So it was really, really, really made me feel good about some of my decisions. Like if she, as an adult, still chooses to like these same people that I put in her life when she was young, because not everybody is.
Right.
But it was wonderful. So yeah, and
you had decent weather.
Well, it rained a little bit, but
it wasn't here. I mean,
it was too far.
Friday.
It was 2 weekends ago,
Oh,
2 or 3 weekends ago, but I couldn't still hide from it. She just moved. Also, that same daughter just moved to Virginia, so she's gone now. Yeah. She was the one that had the husband that had joined the union and was off, and she was having to do her first trimester alone. Remember that?
Right.
So now he came back for this weekend, and then they packed up and he took her back.
So is he in the military?
No, he joined the union, and she had to finish her degree.
Okay.
She was on the last couple of, last semester of her master's, and she had to.
Oh, she has to.
Yeah, you can't up and move
right
now. So, but he had to take this job, and so.
Which name?
Oh my gosh, I don't know now. Pipe fitters.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, that's it. great job.
Yeah, it pays great. And so
It's a great job.
so even though she
Hard
has,
work, but a great job.
well, yeah, but he's so good at it. They were country boys, and their dad was military, and
They know the work.
they know how to work, and they know how to do everything. They came and put my fence up in the morning, and I'm like, this was a fence I'd gotten a $20,000 fence on. They just brought this big old machine out, put in these giant logs that they cut, ran all the lines, and unrolled the fence, and I'm like, there you go, Mrs. Brent. Okay, thanks. And they're just amazing. They just know how to do everything. So.
Oh, that is so fabulous.
Yeah, so, that's one thing I think I can't take over is that skilled work, just knowing how machines work.
Right, well, and it's one of those things they grew up with. So it's like driving a car.
Yeah. So he's actually a welder by trade, but the welder union is a little harder to get into evidently or whatever. But he wasn't just finding the work here in Texas to support them for her to stay home. And his brother had gotten in the at the union, and he was living in Virginia, and it was all rainbows and sunshines up there, and it was rice and beans down here. And so my daughter was like, well, I don't want to have to work. She's got a wonderful degree. She'll be able to do a job that she actually enjoys when she's ready. But she wants this to be a thing that, is a supplement, right? So that she can stay home with the babies when, she just don't want to. If she doesn't want to choose to put her 4-month-old in daycare, she doesn't want to have to. So in order for him to be able to sustain the whole family, they needed to go the way the money was. And so I support and understand that, although I am desperate to see my grandbabies when they come. So that's a lot for me.
Right.
But I understand and I support it the same way. The other mother-in-law has a different opinion. She was like, this is where your family is. You just need to make it work here. I know, I was proud of him. But maybe it's because she's the son's mother and I'm the, I don't know. I don't want my daughter to have to be under financial stress.
Well, and you would think it would be just the opposite. She would be like, oh, he should go where all the best benefits are.
Yes, so now she's fully covered and she's got all the benefits and she doesn't have to worry about anything. And they have, they've already got their midwife and birthing center all figured out up there, so it's an interesting. I understand the other mother-in-laws. I don't want them to move either in my heart. But I, as a mom who had to be a single mom for a long time, I don't want single momhood or that.
No fun being a single mom.
No, I know there are women that do just fine and kids grow up just fine with women that work from the time their kids are 4 weeks old. I'm not judging them, but for me, it was very hard sometimes to make decisions of I have to make money so we can eat.
Right.
And I have to leave you in a situation where you don't want to be left in. And I don't.
Sorry, but that's right. I don't have a choice with that.
And I don't ever want my daughter having to face that. Yeah. If it's her choice and say you're going to be fine, you're with this trusted person, I'm going to go work for a day, I'm all for it. You do it. The baby will live. But I just don't want her to not have the choice. So that was one reason I wanted them to have good educations, so they can have a career that would pay them money that they don't have to make those decisions. So they both are. And I'm just so proud.
It sounds like he's really smart. I mean, he's doing. There was a huge article in a respected journal that said that the kids are just think that they have to go to college, and they said that you weighed how much it costs to go to college and then how much money you made.
Yeah.
There's some jobs that you'll never
right. Like if you're becoming a teacher, you're never going to be able, you're never going to be able to live a life that we all hope for our children. It's definitely a service job, They don't make more than I do when I'm in the water with dogs, so I'm just saying. Those teachers, even then. I know. So it's not, everyone thinks,
they said that, but there's tons of super, super expensive degrees to get psychology. Yeah. Not because they don't get paid. And they're desperate for psychiatrists, for people dealing with, I have a neighbor that has the early stages of dementia and they have a medication and had to wait 6 months to see a psychiatrist to kind of help her deal with and work through.
Well, the insurance has made it so difficult, honestly, because they have decided who can do what for anybody. And I understand there should be some regulation. I get that. I want to get on this side of her, which means you're going to need to be the barrier.
Okay,
I'm
we're
going to be behind her. Unless we turn her around. That's probably smarter. Let's just turn her around. I'm sorry, Mama. Okay. Okay. So I just need to get her back legs, and then we'll start rinsing off. And you have this back leg.
Yeah, you get on that side of her, she'll come. She thinks you want that side.
Yeah. This back side feels really good. It's that back side. Okay. This back side. Here we go. Good job, Mama. There you go. Now you're kneeling like a horse. I'll give you a stand. I have my knee, but I still think being right-handed is why this side doesn't work as easy for me to have my knee. I'm gonna get my arm in between. But I'm just so proud of them. They're just so.
Oh, that is so exciting.
Yeah. So it was a great weekend. I'm still high from it. I just sat back and.
Oh, it's so nice. I'm not a big camper, but that concept of really nothing to do.
Yes.
I mean, everybody pitches in for all the meals, and there's lots of.
Well, it was a little more hoity-toity than that. We had all of the meals catered at the. I mean, it wasn't fancy food, but we all came down to like it was an old Boy Scout camp, and so part of renting it.
Oh, they do that.
Yeah, so I mean, it was like hotel breakfast, but I mean, it was fine. It was wonderful. Nobody had to do anything, you know. Eggs and bacon. I mean, you can't complain really. And so, it was great. I'm gonna do this way because I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the angle better so I can get my right arm to be able to move. There we go.
Oh, how when's the baby due?
November 8th. She got pregnant on Valentine's Day. They know exactly. So they'd been whatever, and Valentine's was a good opportunity, and then then there was a lapse in availabilities, and so they know exactly. So they're like, yeah, that's what that was. They've already had the sonogram.
Oh, yay.
Everything's perfect. Wonderful. They're not finding out, although I think Caleb, her husband, thinks he might know because he looked up at the screen at the wrong time.
Oh, okay.
But he also doesn't think it might be right because there was like a spot for male and female.
Right.
And he says he doesn't know if it was just auto-filled, they hadn't actually filled it in yet. I mean, he's just trying to make excuses, but I think he knows.
And they don't care.
They don't want to know. So he's trying to, I think he's lying to my daughter about, I think it was like an autofill. I can tell it hadn't actually been filled out yet. Like it was the placeholder. He's trying to give her this stuff. I'm listening to him. I'm like, yeah, he's just trying to keep it alive for her. He's so sweet. So, because if he knew, then she would be all disappointed. So, he's so good about protecting her feelings like that. I would have probably just blurted it out. I saw the screen, it's a boy! But she doesn't want to know, so I don't understand that either. She's always like surprises. I'm always spilling the beans.
One of my daughters didn't know, so it was a surprise, and the other one found out as soon as she could. And both had advantages. The advantage to finding out is that they find out what it is, and then they name the baby.
Yeah.
And then for the next 5 months, you are so excited to meet George.
Yes.
I mean, it's just your envisionment.
We're calling it the name of the size it is. Last I knew we were at pomegranate. I'm 2 weeks out though, so I've got to look up my fruit now. Every Saturday it changes. We've been calling it.
But on the other hand, it was so exciting when we get the phone call. It's like, oh, he's here! So
you have the magic of the moment of finding out when you don't know. You have the
as I said,
of almost knowing them before they come out. Yeah. Well, it may change because Caleb is also a lot like me, where he can barely keep a secret. So, he may let it
Well,
slip.
the next couple of them will be really up.
Why? How? Why did you say that? Is there a way to tell?
Oh, yeah, you can see the penis.
Oh, on the sonograms. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant next couple kids would know, but I was like, how?
No.
Yeah.
Sonograms as they grow.
Yes.
Everything grows so much that it's so obvious.
Yes.
It's just no question.
I always, sometimes they always tell you, oh, it might be labial line, it could be this, but how come? You're almost done. This is a very tender spot, I get it, but you can't go out lopsided, and I've done a good job on that other side. So I'm locked in, and I've got to get this one at least as good as that other side. Can't go out half booty. I could go over that spot about 8 more times.
I bet you could.
But we are going to say okay. We're going to do a big rinse, and then I'm going to go mix up a different bottle of stuff to shampoo all this moisture out of your hair. There's a big pass there because that is definitely getting hair. Okay. Yeah, it's too heavy for my weak hands. You think I have really strong? It's not my hand, it's my wrist that's weak. And so I wear that little copper thing.
You know what? I haven't seen those for the longest time. And 20 years ago, people swore by it.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the hippie thing. Who knows if it works or not?
Well, you know what? I sure have a lot of friends that made all the difference in the world. So,
Well, there's a whole lot we don't know.
but,
You just sat on the water faucet.
oh, here.
Bye.
You can look at it down. You just let me know really later. You're going to come back and read
Yeah, no, I want to hit them because we've got a little bit of wire. We don't have to stay long on them, and we don't have to use the clippers. But that's what will keep driving them back. If we're able to take that white every time, they'll keep driving them back without any pain. And actually, I like to do the nails wet because the dust doesn't do, and they actually come off a little faster and quicker being wet. So you can spend a little less time on each nail. I'm gonna walk away, so. And I'm just gonna get some shampoo.
Your coffee here.
It's just a deep clean shampoo. She's obviously clean, but we want to get all that oil out. Dry oil, whatever it is. Their music choices.
Micah Tyler is called Percolated. It's so good.
It was really, really fun.
Was it really fun?
Yes, it was a trip that I'll never
Do they have
forget.
do they have rides, or do they have shows, or do they have everything?
They have rides and they have shows and they have, I think, everything there.
You're kidding. Were there a lot of people?
Yes,
Was it packed?
yes. Well, yeah, but we had a pass because I was in a wheelchair because I injured my knee. So yeah,
Oh, that is fantastic.
yeah.
But the lines weren't even long anyway. And so we even sometimes didn't even use the fast pass, we just waited in the regular because it wasn't that bad. But when we needed to, and there was a lot of stairs or stuff, it was perfectly accommodating.
Nobody was, Well, and the nice thing is the wheelchair would have made it comfortable for you.
Yeah.
But you could still enjoy the ride, because you could walk on the ride, and you could sit in the ride, and you were uncomfortable. How fun! How many days were you there?
We were there for 2 days, and also one of my favorite parts is, well, it surprised me, but he sung my favorite song, "This Girl's on Fire," and so I thought,
One of the live artists, they had live artists everywhere singing all over the park, and one of the live artists, we sat down to eat, and like right next door was Jesse's favorite song playing. We were like, how could this get any better?
Be any better?
yeah.
Was it hot?
It was, yeah, I think it was hot, yeah.
It was not. It was wonderful, Jesse.
Yeah.
I mean, it was warm. It wasn't bad. We were in Tennessee. It wasn't too humid. So,
Where is it? Is it near Nashville?
I think
It's
so.
in Tennessee.
Tell her about your favorite ride, Jesse. What's your favorite ride?
My favorite ride, I think, was, oh, I like a lot of them.
Like, what kind of rides are they? Were they rides like you see at Disneyland, where there's roller coasters, or swings, or
Yeah.
stories that make scenes where you drive through, like you can see things going on?
They were roller coasters.
Oh, you like roller coasters?
Yeah, I love roller
Because I hate roller coasters. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My girls, when they were your age, they love roller coasters. And they are your mom's age, don't they?
Yeah.
And they still like roller coasters. And their husbands don't like it at all. So when they go to parks, every kid is like, oh, she'll go with us. And she will. She loves it. Oh my God. It's the food good.
Oh, the food was really good, yeah. So, I did get sick on my first day, because, I got some kind of, poisoning. So, you know that kind of creamer that is in hotels,
Right?
the kind that splash out? Well, I had it in my coffee, and, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So did you put your children take part of it? One of the things you did that was enjoy I'm gonna take them right off.
And we can just stop it.
Okay.
I'll just go with that.